Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. As you can see guys, we have moved into March. We do have some problems this month guys, and I don't necessarily want to say problems to be honest, but the reason why I'm selling the wool is we need to make some money. And number two, when I logged in and yeah, it was covered in snow. Now the snow has done me a favour and it has defrosted. Now if you're wondering why we're selling this, we're going to lose a little bit of money selling this, but unfortunately we need to I need the trailer. We've got to plant our grass field today, and I need to go and buy fertiliser, and I don't want to just go and buy one bag or half a bag and things like that. So yeah, our thing today is we've just got to get this this sold. This should give us approximately 30-something thousand pounds. It's going to give us a lot of money. Now also what I have done is I have brought our old contract mod back into the game. I've swapped it back out. I don't really like the one we're currently using that I've just brought back, because it kind of fills the screen up with a lot of information that's just not really needed. But on the menu you can reduce the amount of contracts you can do. So for example, the lowest you can set it to is you have to complete 80%. We get to about 79 to 80% no matter what on our contracts that we complete, and that's why I brought it in. So I've set it to the lowest setting, so hopefully in future now we can do contracts and be pretty much completing the field and hitting that 80% mark. Now I know 80% is not really great, but while we're using precision farming and it doesn't work well until some kind of update, I don't know if it's a map update needs to happen or if it's a precision farming update, but precision farming is for me the reason it's not doing it, because we were doing contracts before, and yeah, I just think by lowering that down we can actually at least complete some contracts, which is the main thing. I'm hoping there's going to be some contracts show up, but there hasn't been any at the moment, which is why I delivered this. Yeah. How big? Okay, so it doesn't really like that. Fair enough. That was really weird. Right, as you can see, I don't know what the total is for the wool, because it just completely and utterly ruined everything. But as you can see, we've now got £168,000 in the bank, and that is really good. Now we're all the way up here and I need this trailer at the shop. So what I'm thinking here is we will just go, I don't tend to do this very often. Select a vehicle, create job, go to, and let's put him just there and start him. Now we do have a little bit of fertilizer and we do have a little bit of, well, we've got plenty of seed to be honest, but yeah, let's see if our worker can actually get to the shop. I am just gonna double, yep, he's moving. Lovely. Right, so as you can see, this is what we were doing yesterday guys. This is what we ploughed up yesterday, and there's quite a bit we've got to do today, which is why we need to get on with it. So we've got to seed, we have to roll this field, otherwise the stones will still be here. So this is kind of where we're going to be working today. This should still have automatic, yep, automatic application rate is turned on, which is the main thing. And as you can see, we're going to get all this done in today's episode. So yeah, probably going to be a few little time lapses, because obviously we've got to do this, we've got to get a roller, we're going to have to roll the field and stuff. And I do need to get workers on with some of these jobs in future, because otherwise, you know, we're going to end up being too slow. As you can see, we have hardly done any of this field, and we are already about 100 litres of fertiliser down, and that is the reason why we've had to send the Massey Ferguson to the shop. Now, as you can also see, we have enough money for our harvester, and that is the main thing right now. I tell you what, these tyres on this tractor look absolutely ridiculous. But we put them on yesterday to do that cultivating contract in the snow, and you know what? It just looks beefy. It looks ridiculous, but it does look very beefy. It's a wide boy. Yeah, it's a very. Oh, I've crashed into a fence. I didn't. These tyres are so big. I didn't even see the fence post. How bad is that? Wow, that is very, very, very close down there. I know I've got a little bit of an overhang. I always do. I like to get the edges, and I have missed a little bit there, but I didn't really have much choice. There is the Massey Ferguson in the background. He is just arriving at the shop. That is another reason why at the moment I haven't jumped straight into a time lapse. I was hoping that he might not take over long to get there, and he hasn't. Yeah, worker whatever the random letter is, worker G has arrived at the shop. So that's kind of what I'm going to do right this second. So I'm just going to jump out of that. We're going to do this. We need to get... to be honest with you, we could do with 4 bags on the farm. Now that is a massive chunk of money just instantly gone. But it makes sense to get it now. I think it makes sense to get it now anyway. Now the problem I'm going to have here is I do not have my weight, because my weight will not work with this trailer. No, that is so freaking annoying, isn't it? Right, we're gonna have to do this one at a time. This is annoying though. Like I can't. I need to change this trailer, and the reason I need to change this trailer is because I can't put it on the weight. It's so annoying. Like loading this up one at a time. I just wanted to load these up one at a time. So, and then we'll put a worker on coming back to the farm. And it was more just so you guys can see that, you know, my front loading skills have improved in this series. They really, really have. They might not be, whoa, they might not be the best. But like I say, get in there. I'm going to be a farm sim front loading champion soon. Really? I just don't know when. I never said when, I just said I would be. Right, let's get this onto this front bit. It's my own fault for loading too much at the back. Right, and there we go. So that is all for now. Yeah, we could have done this 2 at a time. We could have had it all done in about 10 seconds if we'd have just had our way. I tell you what we need to do actually. We need to spawn in a... Do you know what? Just anything. We could do with maybe like... Remember in the shop the other day, in the last episode, there was that really cheapy Ford. We could do with that with a front loader. Just leave, or just left at the shop, and then it wouldn't really matter going forward if we got a weight or not. But I do like the fact that, you know, in theory, you know, I have to come this way with this kind of stuff. But as you can see, there is 4,000 litres of fertilizer. Now I am going to put this into a time lapse. I just wanted to do that in natural time so you guys could see I have improved my skills. Unfortunately, we wasted a bit more time than I wanted to, but you know, that's because I didn't have the way. But yeah, I'm going to get this turned into a little bit of a time lapse, guys. We're going to get the radio turned on, we'll get this delivered to the farm, and we're going to get as much of that grass field done as we can in the next couple of minutes. Right, there we go. As you can see, we have nearly got this field done, and we are on I was going to say 1 bag of fertilizer, but we did technically use a little bit out of the other one, didn't we? Well, as you can see, we are flying through this field right now, which is nice to see as well. The Valtra, the Ford. I tell you what I have been working on as well, guys, yesterday, just to give people a heads up. If you go onto King's mod, there is the Lizard Santana. It's basically like an old Series 1, Series 2 Land Rover Defender mod. It's not a bad convert, actually. There wasn't much wrong with it. A couple of textures were slightly wrong. With the wrong, like, under the paint, so it looked a little bit like scabby on the paint kind of thing, but I actually quite like that. I did technically fix it, but only because I had a custom file, and I fixed the mirror issue for an error that was coming up on it. Other than that, yeah, it's I fixed the wheels as well, because the wheels didn't there was no tires for any of the street ones, so I did fix them as well. But yeah, if anyone's going to be interested in that fixed up mod, I am going to start posting these into the Discord. I'm not posting to King's mod anymore. I'm sick of people being ungrateful from, you know, like I say, I don't know how to fix everything on these mods. I'm learning as I go, and yeah, I'm just kind of sick of ungrateful people. I don't have to. You know, I didn't have to release them and stuff, so I'm just going to be posting these mods going forward. I'm going to create a separate channel for the ones that I repair, basically. Like I say, I don't tend to take any credit for them other than the fact that I've repaired them. Yeah, So yeah, I was working on that yesterday, and it's a nice mod. I was going to bring it into this series, and I completely forgot to activate the mod at the start of this one. So yeah, just if anyone's interested, at some point today, I might try and get that posted into the Discord today. I'm going to get it in there, I'll try and get it in today. I was meant to do it yesterday, but I was a bit busy watching, well, while fixing that mod, I was watching like the Liverpool trophy parade and stuff, and then I was watching the news for the incident of the car ploughing into all the Liverpool fans as well. So, you know, I do genuinely hope all the Liverpool fans are safe and well. I know there's a few did get hurt. I don't know what it is, just weirdos. From the footage I saw this morning as well, it was terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I don't want to stay on that. It's not really farming related, but, you know, I did just want to do a little shout out to those fans who did get hurt. And, you know, I hope that everyone is safe and well and there's no fatalities. There wasn't before I went live anyway. I say live recording. Right, as you can see, this field is 99% done. We do need to get some lime on this field. That's not going to be fun. We do need to get a roller on this field. We've got loads to do in the rest of this episode. That's the thing. We've got loads to do, and I don't think there's going to be enough. But then again, saying that, we do have March 2. We don't have to do everything in March 1. It's fantastic. It's the good thing about having 2 episodes, to, you know, 2 days to a month. Okay, the winter months get a little bit long-winded, but, you know, there's not really much I can do about them ones. And there we go. The Ford has done me well. And we're done. Beautiful. I'm tempted. I'm very, very tempted to lime this field first. Now, if you're wondering why I'm tempted about doing this field first with lime, to be honest, I don't like the lime texture. I just think it looks horrible when it's white. It just reminds me of the snowy weather. Like in real life, I love snow, but on this game, I don't like snow. So what I'm thinking is we need to get a spreader. We normally use that one. Actually, we normally use that. I don't think it's really going to matter too much. It's about time we bought this. I tell you what we need to do. There's a mod for liquid lime and we already have a sprayer. We're going to have to lease this. Leasing again, but that's £1,000 leasing. That's just crazy. I'm trying to decide how many bags of lime we've got. We've got 4 bags of lime. What we might do while we're over at the shop, we might just get a couple of... We might fill it actually. If we fill it full of lime, and then we can come back and... I think it's only about 1 bag of lime, to be honest, to fill it. It's not a massive, massive, massive capacity. There's another pallet of wool already. I didn't even see that lamppost, guys. I genuinely didn't even see that lamppost. But no, what we're going to do, I'm going to get this turned back into a time lapse because I have realised I'm going to run out of time otherwise, because I need to get it limed, and I would like to get this this fertilizer. I'd like to get it limed, and I'd like to get it rolled in this episode. That's my plan, because then all we have to do then is fertilise it. No, we don't even have to fertilise it. We've already done the fertilising when we seeded it. But yeah, I'd like to get it limed and I'd like to get it rolled so that this field is done in this episode. So I'm going to just hook up to this. I'm going to buy 1 bag of lime just so that we've got another bag. And then that way we've... well, in the words of Tesco's, every little helps. So if we go on to consumables, we'll go on to lime. I think 1 bag... Unless we're at under 50%. But I don't think we will be. No, we're not. Right. I'm going to put this into a time lapse then, guys. We might end up having to go to the shop. We might. We'll find out in the next few minutes. Didn't quite work how I wanted. I was hoping when we rolled over the line it was going to set the field back to brown basically and not leave it as white. It's not, it doesn't matter. It was just, yeah, it just would have been nice. As you can see, I bought the roller, guys. I don't know if you did notice in that time lapse, I did buy the roller. We don't have to deliver the roller back now. We're spending about £1,000 a go renting it. Now, we do get a little bit of the money back for good condition and stuff. But we do lose a washing fee and stuff. And yeah, do you know what? For £9,500, we now own it. And in the next episode though, guys, what I do want to be doing is I want to be working on that other little field next to where we're going. Now that's going to be ready for carrots. We're going to go for carrots. I'm going to look at maybe trying to convert my soup mod into because we can have tomatoes, you see. What we do need to be doing as well, which is something I've completely and utterly forgotten about, we need to be looking at greenhouses. Yeah, normally when I start a series, we have a greenhouse like straight away, and we get that up and running like straight away. And to be quite honest with you, I've completely forgotten about greenhouses on this series. Now, I'm sure someone probably mentioned it at the start, but yeah, I completely and utterly forgot about them. And we could have maybe been producing we could have just been producing anything in that time. And we haven't. And I feel like a little bit of a wally for that one because, yeah, that's just money kind of wasted. Other than filling it up with water, for me, that's just money wasted, really. But yeah, we need to be looking into that. But like I say, we do need to get our harvester. I am tempted to buy the harvester at the beginning of the next episode so that we have it bought and ready. My goal is to buy that wonky field there. That's what I'd like to do. I have been looking at and into other maps as well for I don't want to say like a replacement for this, but playing this map 7 days a week, I've noticed like the numbers have dropped on it ever so slightly, and by ever so slightly I mean by quite a lot. And I get it, we know we are just playing the same map over and over again, but you know, I was hoping Lady Hill, when that came out, that was going to be a nice map, and to be honest, it's not. You can't sell any of the buildings on the farm, you can't customize anything without going into editing. I don't mind going into the editing stuff to do things, but like, yeah, nothing's very customizable, and to be honest, I just weren't a fan of it, which is a shame because, like I say, a UK Irish map, they're kind of what I'm looking for. So the only one I've got at the moment is the small holdings map, but the problem is you guys, I don't know, it's gonna just be grass work and feeding cows. It's like, you know, I was thinking like bringing that on a weekend, you know, just Saturday and Sunday, 2 days a week, just make it last longer. You know, if you did the small holding map 7 days a week, it'd drive people insane, do you know what I mean? Because it's just not that kind of map. Yeah, I don't know, it's just something I've been trying to find at the moment, but if anyone does recommend a UK Irish map, like I say, we've got the small holdings one, we've got the Berrington Farms one. Not that keen on the Berrington Farms one. The small holding one's a nice one though, nice little touch. I do like what they did with that one. Obviously we've got the the old Calmsden map. I can never remember what it's freaking called now. Oak Bridge. Got the Oak Bridge. That's not a bad map, but I did start a live series with that, but then went back to making videos instead because, well, my office got done. But yeah, that kind of got put on pause. I kind of don't want to continue with that one. If I did that one, I'd have to restart it because the Dragon Lady started playing on that one, but she's just got super busy at the moment with her own TikTok channels and stuff, and yeah, let go with the Dragon Lady basically on TikTok. It's something like that. If anyone's interested, she's all the Lego sets she's got and she's building, and she's got a backlog at the moment of Lego that she's building. As you can see, we've got this here then, guys. I'm going to put this into the last little bit of a time lapse, and I'm going to get this hopefully finished. Right, there we go. That should be pretty much the end of this field and kind of the end of the episode. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. We have got a lot of work done today. I'm hoping to be testing the contract settings over the next episode or two. I'm going to just quickly show you the menu, what we did though. If anyone's wondering, like I said, I don't know if it works, but if someone has tested it and lets me know, if you better contracts mod, if you go into the settings, you get the better contracts mod. I have reduced the field work complete down to 80%. Now, if you were watching in the last episode, we got to about 82% on the cultivating contract. So hopefully that should temporarily mean we can finish doing any and all of our contracts. But I am going to leave this episode here, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm just going to double check that we have basically rolled the field and it doesn't need rolling and stuff. I like to try and turn them off if I can. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.